all true stories tonight. Here at ThoughtCatalog.com is a story entitled Zozo the Ouija Board Demon Who Will Ruin Your Life. It's written by Chrissy Stockton. And Ms. Stockton begins. Zozo is a Ouija board demon. He can possess people who use the board by slowly gaining their trust. They are not always aware they're being possessed, as Zozo may lie and pretend to be a sympathetic spirit instead of a malevolent Ouija board demon. Most people do not know they are talking to Zozo until it is too late. Who is Zozo? Zozo, noun, a malevolent Ouija board demon who terrorizes and/or possesses those with whom it comes into contact. Stories about Zozo increased in popularity in 2009, following a viral post on a paranormal message board. Darren Wayne Evans brought Zozo the Ouija board demon to popular knowledge when he posted a long and horrifying story of his encounter with Zozo on the True Ghost Tales message board, warning others that Ouija boards are not a toy. Evans said, quote, "During my experiences with Ouija boards, one particular spirit always seemed compelled to make its presence known. Its name is Zozo. Today I refuse even to pronounce its name, as I believe its mere pronunciation can cause it to manifest. Too many times to count, it has at first pretended to be a nice spirit, or pretend to be whomever I was trying to contact. Eventually it showed its true self, cussing me, threatening me, and other persons in the room. Once it actually cussed me using what looked like Latin or Hebrew, and using biblical terminology. I was genuinely fascinated and startled by how many times Zozo actually showed up, even in many different states and on many different boards. It always wound up being very nasty and commented freely about how it wanted to possess my girlfriends and take them to paradise. When asked where paradise was, it spelled out hell. One time after Zozo was being extremely evil, I walked into my bathroom, only to see my 1-year-old daughter about to drown. Her mother had left her alone in the tub just for a second, and somehow the water got turned on and was overflowing. Instinctively, she had her face tilted up, and was seconds from going under when I grabbed her from the water. The next day, she was hospitalized for some weird internal infection. I was put in isolation for 14 days straight, as doctors struggled to diagnose the illness. We almost lost her, and that was when I began to suspect demonic attack." End quote. Evans said that since this experience, he's made contact with other people who have spoken to someone called Zozo by way of the spirit board. Skeptics believe Evans invented the entire existence of Zozo, but there are earlier mentions of Zozo on the internet. A Nigerian forum talks about him 4 years earlier, and Zozo may be another name of Pazuzu, an almost 3,000-year-old demon who has the body of a man and the tail of a scorpion. That was also the demon, I believe, in The Exorcist, Pazuzu. In 1818, a book called The Dictionnaire Infernal was published. The book was on the topic of demonology and included a list of demons. The book contains an account of a young girl who was terrorized by demons 2 years earlier, and one of those demons is named Zozo. It is believed that Roland Doe was a victim of Zozo. Roland Doe is a pseudonym for a 14-year-old boy who underwent an exceptionally violent exorcism in 1951 and became the inspiration for the famous novel and film The Exorcist. Roland's aunt was a regular user of the Ouija and had him use it with her. By all reports after the exorcism, Roland grew up and did not experience issues with demonic possession again. In 1977, Zozo was also believed to be behind the famous Enfield poltergeist haunting as the catalyst, where the two young sisters were playing with a Ouija board at a friend's home. During that initial encounter, they say they knew something bad had happened, and they saw the face of a demon manifest. How to know if you are talking to Zozo? How to know if you're not? Don't use the Ouija board. Excuse me. Most people don't know they're talking to Zozo until it's too late. Zozo can lie and mimic other spirits. He can pretend to be whoever the person using the Ouija board will be most sympathetic to. He can pretend to be the spirit of a scared little girl or a beloved relative who has passed. Even if you ask directly for a name, Zozo is not obligated to reveal himself. Many people believe that the Ouija board should not be regarded as a toy or a game. They believe it is a door to the spirit world. And it does not matter whether you believe in it or not. Once the door is open, any spirit, good or evil, can walk through it and contact you, or worse. And if there's the same ratio of evil spirits to good spirits as there are evil people to good people, I'd be careful too. If you do decide to use one, follow the rules of the Ouija board.